Why is your camping toilet so stinky and disgusting? If you're like me, you've tried every camp toilet out there and they all stink. But the truth is they don't have to. Today, I'm going to be comparing the two best budget composting toilets on the market and showing you why so many campers are ditching their smelly old toilets for these models. But here's my favorite part. You don't need to buy a new toilet to enjoy a stink-free camping experience. The principles behind these simple composting toilets can be easily adapted to your current setup, eliminating all those worries about leaving your smells a mess for the next person who enters your potty tent. Mixing solids with liquids, pee and poop, is like mixing your two favorite songs and expecting something good to come out. Combining urine with feces in a home toilet is one thing with all that extra water and a quick flush, but at the campsite, it's different. When you mix liquids and solids in a camp toilet, the two sit together for long periods of time, steaming in that hot sun and interacting with each other. Kind of gross. When the poo can't dry out, the smells increase. When the liquid mixes with the solids, you also have a mess on your hands when it comes to transporting that waste to a proper waste bin. So to eliminate these problems, our goal is to get those two separated from the get-go. Both of these toilets do a great job of separating the number one from the number two. As you can see here, you have two separate segmented areas, one for your pee, one for the feces, and two containers underneath. The poop container allows the number two to stay dry. The drier, the better when it comes to eliminating odors. This creates a lighter, simpler, cleaner method of disposing. But while separating the two can make a huge difference, adding one more component to the mix can make all the smells almost entirely go away. So what's this magic component? We've talked about separating, now we're talking about drying. And I'm not going to get into that debate here about which bedding material works best. I'm still on that journey myself. But I do need your help. I would love it if you just share in the comment section what you're using for drying material and what's working for you in the field. But most people start off using some sort of natural, absorbent, biodegradable material. So finding that perfect drying material has kind of become an obsession for me, and I'll share with you why. With this trelino, everybody loves this thing, and I want to love it, but I just can't get it to work. The smells of this thing were like opening the door to a room filled with old, sweaty gym clothes mixed with sewer water. It was nothing like I experienced with the high-dollar composting RV toilets like the Airhead brand.
This toilet actually is, we're in this unit right now. It's a small, fairly small trailer, and there's no odor whatsoever. And this is not an empty toilet. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So
I thought it must be the bedding material I was using, and I came to find out it partially was. There are better options out there, and again, don't forget to leave what you use in the comments below. And it partially was due to condensation forming, and I found this could easily be prevented by just leaving the lid open from time to time and just letting that moisture escape. But no matter what I did, I still had smells. I think it really came down to the design of this specific toilet. The toilet prides itself on its German engineering. I mean, look at all these accolades. People rave about this toilet, but it's just a box with two buckets. You could DIY it for under $50. So to be honest, with all that German engineering, I expected more seals or a seal and less stink. So did Joolca actually address this? Not only does this have a proper seal, the smelly part of the toilet won't even come open unless I engage this latch. But even better, you have the ability to open and shut the number two compartment whenever you want. Now you might be thinking, well, now it can't breathe and that condensation is going to impact the composting feature. And yes, you're right. But if you need composting, just open it up. But for most of us camping for a week at a time, we just need those smells to be contained. I don't want to smell them. We don't need true composting. This year I got the new Joolca, put it in the garage, and put a true stress test on it for 2 weeks. And after a week, there was 0 smells. Now mind you, every time I opened the hatch to use the toilet again, pulling out this little guy, those sour smells, they were still there. They tended to show up in that day 2 to 3 mark that the trelino did. But close it off again, open the door for a couple minutes, and those smells were gone. And I never could get the smells out of the garage with the trelino, no matter how many doors I left open. But even if you did have the perfect toilet with 2 sealed compartments, many of you still need more than that. Blood sugar's getting low. Venison. But what if you want to take your poop and put it down a toilet? Meaning take a chemical, break that down into a liquid so it's easier to dump at any, rest stop. Well, in the past, all you would do is just purchase some sort of cassette toilet and deal with that awkward, heavy mess of poop and pee sloshing around as you do the strange walk of shame into some public bathroom. The Joolca, I should have brought it with me when I went to sit down. This tackles that. The Joolca here, this has 2 models. One model's for bagging and composting. The other model does bagging, composting, and then can also be used as a chemical toilet. The beauty of this compared to a traditional chemical toilet is that you get to separate the number 1s and the number 2s. 1 week you're using this toilet as a dry toilet lined with a biodegradable bag. And then the next week you can just use this toilet as a chemical toilet to be able to dump the number 2 down a rest stop toilet. But instead of carrying a huge embarrassing tank of poo and pee to the public restroom, you can discreetly carry these smaller individual containers one at a time or just slip it in a bag to be quickly dumped and ready to hit the road again. Now I make the dumping process probably sound a little more glamorous than it actually is. But for those of you that do prefer chemical toilets, I think this is a much better solution than more of your traditional chemical toilets like a Thetford or other brands you've used. Now I bet you're thinking this Joolca beats the trelino in like every category. But it's not all sunshine and urine. Let's break down the details that set these 2 little toilets apart and let you decide which one you think is the best. As you know, I'm not sponsored by either Joolca or trelino. I just tell it as I see it. You're going to want to pay attention to this detail. When I called Trelino to pick their brains, they steered me towards the medium size. I got it home, started using it, and on day 2, I started to get worried. This is awful. This is no different than my bucket toilet. I was constantly having my family ration their use of the wood shavings and their toilet paper, and then that ultimately didn't let the poo dry correctly, and it was just a mess. Then I got this toilet. Inside the toilet, there's a storage space that holds vinegar mixed with water, this little squirt bottle, and then this thing. I don't need a special stick to do what I can do with my hand and a piece of toilet paper. But I was wrong. Where this really comes in handy is for increasing the amount of days between changing out those biodegradable bags. On the trelino, it looks like your stuff is spreading out in the container, but what's actually happening underneath your bum is that it's just all building up like a mountain. A stick's not only going to spread out that mountain into more like a plateau, it's also going to compact it each time you use it. Without the stick, the toilet lasts 2 to 3 days. This will keep you out there for a week using just 1 bag. So bring that stick. Remember when I told you I got to choose the size of my trelino? That's really important, especially when we're also limited with our tow vehicles and our small camper trailers. With the Joolca, there's only 1 size, and it's quite large as you can see. In terms of comfort, which one's better? I'm gonna have to go with the Joolca. I like a toilet that's a bit taller. This one's wider, so it feels a lot more like a home toilet. Science is always telling me I'm wrong, that I'm supposed to be lower in a squat position. You're always telling me I'm wrong. Behind me. Behind me. So what does drive me nuts about the Joolca? For one, this lid. Lids that come detached this easily tend to become more of an issue down the road. As the plastic wears in the future, the lid's probably going to fall off easier. Then there's a spray bottle. It feels cheap, but it's a plastic bottle. I can just get another one. Second feeding. Gotta keep that guy fed, he won't make it to his next point. They make it so you don't even have to see the gross stuff inside the bag when you're taking that bag out. They also have little indicators on the toilet showing how full both the pee and the poop section are, so you're not worrying about overflowing or wondering if you're due to make a run to the dump station. Way to go, Joolca. As for additional features on the Trelino, that's really it. I like the simplicity of the box. But I think that's kind of it, right? The simplicity is the beauty of the German design. As much as I love all the complexity of the Joolca, and we'll get back to more of that, the Joolca was kind of hard to clean. This is so simple inside. There's just nothing there. You clean it out, a quick little bit of vinegar and some water. That Joolca, it has nooks and crannies and crevices and moving parts. That took me a long time to clean. But where do these toilets fall in terms of price? That's probably going to make the decision easier for you. The medium-sized Trelino that we own runs $475, and the small version runs $375. Remember now, most composting toilets run about $1,000, so this might be part of the reason why the Trelino is so popular. However, there was a fast run on the Joolca toilets when they first came out. I was able to get one, but then they sold out. Currently, as I'm filming this video, the Joolca toilet has a pre-sale price of $251 for when it's back. And after that pre-sale's over, it looks like this toilet will run $279. So which toilet did I end up going with? Well, the answer is neither of them. I love both of these toilets. This one for the simplicity and easy cleaning. This one for the does it all, keep the smell in type of toilet. But I had two problems with both of them. If I was to use these for a larger trailer, like my converted cargo trailer or a cabin, these would be great. But for teardrop life, they're just too bulky for me. And then number two, something with this plastic, they really tend to hold those smells. And so when I'm transporting them in the car or the tow vehicle, either it's the number one or number two I'm smelling, or if I clean it, it tends to be that vinegar. So I ended up going just with my typical flat pack toilets. It's either my tried and true go-to Thunderbox out of Australia, or the newer toilet I'm using, that Deuce's Wild Bamboo toilet from Vegas Overlanding. Both great toilets that pack flat, and what I learned from these is that composting is just so much simpler, so much cleaner, and not true composting, just separating. And so I'll be taking my flat pack toilets and either adding some sort of homemade diverter or going to a website like Johnny Compost and adding their diverters. But ultimately, you know, I've tried to come out with a trailer for you guys. I wasn't going to sell it, but just bring something new with Charles, and that didn't work out. But I've always wanted to bring something to market that benefits the community. So what I'm working on is a portable composting toilet that's not only beautiful, but functional, small, simple to carry, no smell issues. So I think you might be seeing that soon. I'd love to get it out before spring, but we'll see what happens. If you don't already have an instant pop-up shower toilet room yet, you're going to want to get one to make the most of your camp toilet setup. Check out these videos on the left. The top one highlights our favorite mid-size budget instant pop-up toilet tent, and the one below it highlights our current favorite, which is also the best larger option, in my opinion. And further blessings to you on your cleaner, easier, less smelly camping adventures ahead.